Hi everyone, Nicole Kriegel here, IPE Bikini Pro, and today we are going to be discussing which bodybuilding federation should you compete in. So this is a very common question that I get from new competitors or people that are just thinking about switching federations because there is a lot out there. You have your natural federations, you have your non-natural federations. So we're basically just going to break it all down, weigh out the pros and cons, and decide which one will be best for you. So first things first, when you're picking out a federation, the very first thing you got to ask yourself is, am I natural? If you are natural, meaning you haven't taken any performance-enhancing drugs or steroids, then you can compete in either natural or non-natural federation. Now, if you are questioning to yourself, am I natural? More than likely, you are natural. Because if you took stuff, you usually know that you took stuff. Now, if you're taking any normal medication, such as medication for anxiety, depression, acne, stuff like that, 99% of the time, it's fine and you can compete in a natural federation. If you are questioning it, just go on your federation's website and it will have a list of restricted drugs and medications that you cannot take and how long you need to be clean from those substances. The biggest pro to competing in a natural federation is you're going to have more of an even playing field. Because if you are natural yourself and you are competing against other girls who have taken substances, it's just going to be a lot harder for yourself because they are enhanced. Versus going into a natural federation, you know that everyone around you has the same exact playing field. So along with that, typically the natural federations are going to be a little bit easier, and that's just the truth. If you look at the people who win the worlds in the natural federation and compare them to the people that win the Olympia, which more than likely they are taking stuff, the physiques just do look different. So that also goes to say, if you are the type of person that wants more competition and wants to really push themselves a step further, then going and competing in the NPC could be a better division for you. Now, if you are competing in the NPC, that doesn't mean you have to be taking any drugs. It just means that you are aware that people competing against you could have taken something. Now, if you are a beginner or someone who is just new into working out, you shouldn't be looking into PEDs or steroids anyway. You really need to tap out your full natural potential before you even start thinking of hopping on anything. But that is another discussion for another day. And then the very last thing to take into consideration is what shows you have available around you. I know when I lived in Iowa, there was literally only one bodybuilding show each year, and it was in a natural federation. Versus now that I live here down in Florida, there is a huge variety of shows, and the majority of the shows are NPC shows. So it's going to be a lot easier for myself to go to an NPC show now versus before, when I lived in a different state, it would have been very difficult for me to go to an NPC show. So the availability around where you live, that plays a really good factor in it as well. But those are going to be your biggest factors determining what federation you compete in. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below and I will answer them for you. Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in and I will chat with you later.